Peace and power. I am back. Y'all thought that was it. It's not. A lot of y'all come on here and get in your emotions and then go to other social media platforms to post. It's alright. It's alright. I don't care. Um, so what we're gonna do right now is go back to my old video. And I had some potatoes up there. And we're gonna look at what I used to say about this whole Moorish thing. Now, if you change your last name out of it, most respect to you. It's just that you have people telling you that you was this people group and that you had all these treaties, but all the court documents are referencing Negroes and American Indians. And so, what new way of life are you leading by changing your last name? Okay.
Do not look for heirs property when your direct relatives was murdered over this stuff by the people who got on the same uniform you got on today. Abort mission. These people are not you. You've been in this organization and they never showed you these airship cards. Abort mission. If you've been running plays for these people and they told you something about a trade ring, or they told you to change your name, change your name. You know how many people I done helped, they got their name changed, and now we got to figure out some way around this stuff. It put people in a bad position.
Y'all don't want to talk about it.
Where now we're in the middle of a fight. Zero carbon emission, guys. It don't say zero minus the M.O.O.R, nigga. Y'all too. It says zero carbon emission. That includes you. I don't know whether y'all paying attention. The bigger picture is zero carbon emission. That's why you always at war. They know it's your land. Everybody know. Department of Interior know. They know they got these records. They know you're still battling with these property splits today. They know that's exactly how your heirs property got stolen. All these property splits, a developer come in, buy it, then you all lose your stuff. White people ain't go through that. Pink does not go through that. Native Americans didn't go through that. They're on a military base. They've always been on a military reservation, and that's where they will be until they marry into your family. I don't know how much clearer I need to make this, but I just wanted to bring y'all closer.
That's why every commercial is mixing.
Your heirs property ain't for random people. This ain't heirs property. Please understand. This same file of record. This same file of records, y'all. They also got the mineral rights attached to these records. The mineral rights attached to the record, guys. That's why you have people assigned to your families to take you out. Y'all think it's a motherfucking game. Keep playing. They'll pick your family out 1 by 1 or 2 by 2. It don't matter. Keep playing.
So, cognitive dissonance is hearing new information and not being able to process it. And so you go somewhere and be like, oh, I had to leave or whatever. It don't make no difference to me. That's on you. I've spoken to a lot of people that wanted to take my sovereignty class, and they had already changed their last name. And I explained to them, you've been bamboozled. If all the court record says the original last name, see, they told you that you had slave last name. No way, Jose. So when you change your last name, and let's just think about it. You come from a family of Smiths. These were blacksmiths. And so in that, you meet a group of total strangers and you change your name to L. These a million motherfuckers you don't know whose last name is L. Which one makes sense? To deal with your family, your blood, or these strangers? Now you become a part of the strangers. Mm.
If this don't give you nothing to fight for, I don't know. It's either their children gonna eat or your children gonna eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's either they keep building their big ass houses on your ass property or you start building.
Mm-hmm.
It's either they keep building apartment complexes and you rent them or you start building. It's either they keep renting the parks or you find out if your ass property is on the port and you rent the port.
Now, out of all these properties she's pulling up, I haven't seen one. The land patents. I haven't seen one that says a L or a Bay. Y'all don't want to talk about it. And it's cool. You don't have to. But there's not one with an L or a Bay on it. Not one.
Anything else is just pussyfooting around.
Hmm.
Now, if I ain't know what I was talking about from the very start when I came over here, I would have never even introduced this subject matter. This was my subject matter to introduce in order to speed up the reparations conversation. The niggas keep moving the goalposts to try to talk around me like they don't hear what's being said. Pretend like you don't see her, although you're the one running players on them. Like you think it'll never get back to her. Because one of the rules of mercenary work is to pretend like you don't see the person.
Mm.
It's always a group that try to buddy up and be friends, but it's a whole another group that pretend like they don't even see you talking.
Mm-hmm.
But what they didn't know is a whole group circled around them that they don't see either. So everybody, it behooves you to abort mission and try to find this heirs property the right way, not breaking and entering. Because I can go deep into this subject matter. Y'all niggas been sending people to the wrong courthouse. As this heirs property was negotiated and or taken by a developer, money was held in escrow by the courts.
Mm.
But you sending niggas to the wrong courthouse. You said niggas don't even go to the courthouse, period. You said the Department of Interior, the courthouse, all judges help you steal the land. No, in the fuck they did it. For the most part, judges regulate it. Now, if you don't like how judges work, train your kid and have them go be a judge.
Mm.
Money was held at the courthouse. If you knew, you knew. If you didn't, you didn't. But there was negotiation. Negotiations that happened. Any questions?
Okay, so we're gonna keep it moving and go over to one of my old videos. 1492, what is M.O.O.R? And let me share the screen. So y'all want to be emotional. Sash don't really deal with emotions, dealing facts. Let's go.
That would be the first thing. It's like, what is M.O.O.R? What is, like they'll say all this stuff about more, more, more. I mean, it is the manifestation of the being into the flesh, the being who travels beginning in the waters of their mother's womb. So when you look up the word more, it just doesn't mean a noun. It's actually an action. So it means that since man is mind and we're all spirit, and then we come into the flesh, so we travel upon the 7 stages of development in the waters of the mother's womb. That's more, right? And then when we're done, we get cut from the navel, which is navigating L's. And then we become navigating L's upon the earth plane. So you start there. So if that was understood and accepted, there would really be no problem, because people would say, well, I don't have to be anything to be whatever. Well, I just explained to you what that is. It means that if you came through the womb, then you were born, and you were born through the 7 stages of the waters and the 7 stages of development in your mother's womb. And then you didn't have to be called anything, because that's just what it is. So those who actually call themselves M.O.O.Rs are actually saying, I'm not anything except that I am. That's really what's being said. Because we weren't complete. The description, maybe like M.O.O.R or whatever.
Now I want to speak to, do these people look like you? By definition, they're descendants of North Africa. And so you have all these people trying to cross pollinate, as we say in gardening, all these different plants. It's not what it is. There were separate groups. And so let me see what he's saying. This is an old video on my channel.
Where our nationality was taken in 1774, and then in 1779, because you were unconscious of who you are, we placed nigger black color on. So when people say blacks, taught all these things, it wasn't blacks. We did not call ourselves blacks in the 1500s. It wasn't until late 1600s when we started calling ourselves black. So we influenced everybody. We educated everybody around the globe. And now we look for our oppressor to actually teach us everything. We better start coming together. I don't care if you're Pan-Africanist. I don't care if you're a Hebrew Israelite. I don't care if you're Zulu. I don't care if you're the Moorish Science Temple of America. It's time to come together. We better come.
There's no coming together when you're trying to blend the lines. We can come together as different tribes, but yeah, some people just steer people in the wrong direction. And so why would you be coming together with that? Let's see.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my YouTube family. Welcome to one of the followers. Of course, it's not what I do it for, but thank you for subscribing, sharing, like, commenting. Just thanks for watching. You're watching a million channels, I want to start by sharing. What I want to share first is my sister's card. So we're gonna go here. Okay, I'm gonna go down here. She probably is gonna be mad. This is my sister's channel, Crown Victorious Warrior. Um, y'all, these are her subscriptions. No, she's following the brother Uno. Teach me by saying, you know, these are her subscriptions. So we're gonna go back. I'm gonna show y'all a card that she had. Sometimes family can be hard on family. I'm very hard on her. As far as educating yourself. My belief is that when you are not educating yourself, then you are kind of stagnant. And that's why I stress. Yeah, I guess my pajamas to say that, but don't pay that attention. I stress ever learning, surrounding yourself with like-minded people. If you are around people that are causing drama or have a lot of drama going on, and everybody at some point has something going on in their lives. But if it's continuous, you get distracted. So I'm hard on my system. Like needs to be hearing and yeah, you gotta be forever evolving. Let me go back because I didn't even see that.
Boom. Virginia passed two acts in 1682 that combined Native Americans and Africans into one category as Negroes. Yeah, they're two different people groups.
This was something from somebody else's page. I shared the definition of American and also this.
Even he knows who you are. To provide a job to a refugee from overseas than to give that job to unemployed African American youth in cities like Detroit who have become refugees in their own country.
So I hear that.
To a refugee from overseas than to give that job to unemployed African American youth in cities like Detroit who have become refugees.
But they told you he was racist. That was the narrative.
Right. This one.
Negro is still languished in the corners of American society. He finds himself exiled in his own land. Whether or not civilization can be considered as such equals or whether when civilization has the right to overtake. What's the truth? Yeah, listen. So the Gary Cooper killing off the Indians, so we were rooting for Gary Cooper. But the Indians were you.
What?
It was a big shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians, so we were rooting for Gary Cooper. But the Indians were you. Everybody else. And I'm not pledge allegiance to you. It was a big shock to discover that Gary Cooper killing off the Indians, so we were rooting for Gary Cooper. But the Indians were you.
All right. Y'all go over and follow me on Instagram, Styles by Nina LLC. Just spreading this indigenous truth. Y'all share, like, comment, repost, please. Now, of course, like I said, welcome to the newcomers. Don't forget to share and like. And I didn't even see this. We're gonna watch. Just come to me. So we want to know what's the difference between a more and a more. So here we go. And what do you know? I didn't even see this. We're gonna watch that too. Let's go down here and read first. Um, Moor is the ancient name for the original people of the earth, based on ancient teachings of the indigenous people of the Washita. Oh, this is how the real pronunciation. River and Valley, River Valley, and its eh, tributaries. The indigenous Aboriginal people of this part of America recognize ourselves as Moors. Modern Western settlers in our land call us the Lost Race, the mound builders of Mu. 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 Western history label us as Achita Indians and our indigenous family of the Caribbean islands as West Indians. But we all did not migrate here from the subcontinent of India. We are the indigenous mound builders of this land. And yes, we love and respect our ancient Indian family of the Ganges and Indus River Valley region, including the ancient Dravidians and indigenous Dalits, um, copper colored warrior.
I think
She
in
did a video on the Dravidi.
The Matrix 2, they mentioned the Dravidians.
Who are still marginalized in a caste system that has been institutionalized since the colonial times, but is slowly eroding into justice for females and the darker people of ancient indigenous heritage. We are one people sharing one God with our indigenous brothers and sisters of Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia, and all the Pacific Islanders of Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia. Our ancestors teach us that pronounced Mu, is the indigenous name for the land. Mu is all matter, maternal purpose, divine matrimony, living, increasing, viewable life, procreation, effort for more. We are Mu, the most ancient people called ourselves Mor, Mutu, and Muntu. One ancient word for the creator was Mungu. Mu is the root. For names like America, Africa, Asia, or Europe.
Okay, we moving forward. I'm gonna link this video in the description box.
Brazilian finds showed that the New World was discovered tens of thousands of years earlier than previously believed, and certainly well before the time of the American Indians.
Okay, y'all. I'm sure y'all all a member of a Northwestern African Muslim people of mixed Berber and Arab descent.
Y'all see that definition? A member, let me read it again, of Northwestern African Muslim people of mixed Berber and Arab descent.
In the 8th century, they conquered Iberian Peninsula, but were finally driven out of the last stronghold in Granada at the end of the 15th century. What we're going to do here, let's see what each model has to say. Waste ground, Old English, moor, morass, swamp, from the Proto-German.
Now, everybody want to talk about etymology until we actually pull up the etymology. What does the first definition say? A waste ground. A morass swamp. And so, I don't know what North Africa looks like. I've never been. But I wonder if it's a swamp. that would have somebody traveling on the water to other places if they lived in a swamp. North African Berber, inhabitant of Mauritania, Northwest Africa, a region now corresponding to northern Algeria and Morocco. We're not from Morocco, people.
Manic. More source of sex and Middle Dutch, near Swamp High, German War Swamp, also C, German War.
What's coming to me now is that these people made their vessel secured off the coast. They secured their vessel and colonized the land. Look at the definitions, y'all. They're connecting themselves to the land by rope. And when you look at the court system, they pertain to the land of the sea. And so this will make you think.
Old Norse, more land, more sea, wrapped related to Mir, or from Mir to die, hence the dead land. We learned that Louisiana is a marsh land. The basic sense in place name is marsh, a kind of low-lying wetland, possibly regarded as less fertile than marsh. The development of the census dry heatland, barren upland is not fully accounted for, but may be due to the idea of infertility.
Maybe due to the idea of infertility. America has always been a fertile land. And so this is saying it's in relation to infertility. So if your land is not fertile, you have to go from land to land on a boat and get the things you need because you don't live in a fertile place.
I'm surpassing my table.
Y'all better keep up.
Borrowed more French M.O.O.R from Dutch. M.O.O.R, North African Berber, late 14th century from Old French M.O.O.R, from medieval Latin Moors, from the Latin Mars inhabitant of Mauritania, Northwest Africa, a region now corresponding northern Algeria and Morocco. From Greek Mars, perhaps a native name, or else cognate with Mars black, but this adjective only appears in late Greek and may as well be from the people's name as the reverse, being a dark people in relation to the Europeans. The name in the Middle Ages was a synonym for Negro. Later, 16th century acceptance and used indiscriminately of Muslims, Persians, Arabs, etc., but especially those in India. Okay.
And they saying it was a synonym for Negro.
Now y'all see that.
Have you ever seen it be a synonym for Negro? We have all these court documents that are showing you who the Negro really was. And Moore is nowhere near there. That was a different people group that they had treaties with. It says in the Middle Ages, being a dark people in relation to Europeans, their name in the Middle Ages was a synonym for Negro. I think that was added, okay, to throw you off.
Now, here. Moo. Oh. Literally cut off name given to the local adaptation of dresses given to the island women by early 19th century Christian missionaries.
And so, when they talk about you have a muumuu on, this was a garment worn by the indigenous of Hawaii. accentuating the neckline and the train. It was long.
Few flowers suffice for a garment. Express travel look.
We want to research it. Look how I was looking. I was so serious. It's a video from 2017.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to yarn all ghetto like that. It wasn't really ghetto. But you know. Yeah, I'm really sleepy. I from the Greek move from Semitic M, Roman symbol 4000, sometimes used
Move
since English 15th century,
from
16th century,
Semitic.
20th century newspaper. Headlines as it stands for million as a thickness type from. Yeah, right.
Stood for
So
a
right
million.
there. What I want to do here. This is the video I just uploaded. I'm just going back and forth with my brothers. It's just chemtrails that they're spraying down on us. Thank you to all my new subscribers and those who are commenting. I appreciate it. Lets me know that
I had 16,000 views back then,
Let's see who's uploading.
and I only had
today.
282 subscribers. Okay,
So I'm gonna check that out.
pat myself on the back.
Yep. Let's see.
Alright. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's talk about a few things. We've now covered the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. And that is wonderful. All those things they have on paper. Maybe they commit to those things.
Okay, let me change it.
And yes, that's the important part. So, now we're at the Great Divide, North and South America.
This is old information, no longer valid.
That's good. Shows you.
I wish I could trim it out.
Do what I've always told you.
Why aren't these staples? What's going on, y'all? What? Somebody gonna try to do a presentation to y'all? Okay. The paper's in no clue. This is also deformed. Like I said, my grandma had 16 kids, so this is something more doable that I can do that way. This, it was a couple of forms that you have to fill out with it before you fax it. So I had to print those out. Because like I said, I mailed one to Miss Mary Brown. And then I told people, if you need one, I'll mail it to you. But these are for my family. And I'm going to go ahead and say, you need to just print out information. Do something for yourself. It costs money. But you're going to have to do something for yourself. There was also a fact sheet. I'm always bothering something. I gotta find the fact sheet. Long story short, it's legit, y'all. So, Brother Lex was saying this is something that's doable. Not in those words, but this is something that you can do right now. This doesn't require a whole lot, because keeping it real, we all supposed to have move close together and do that back. I'm gonna show this as well. Glad I didn't throw these away. This is also the fax number that you'll mail to. Y'all freeze it. Y'all wanna mail it off. This is where you send it to. Like I said, this is more doable right now for me. Um, we all are in the same boat. Well, I'm not saying y'all, but most of us, we have families that we're on one thing, and our families just aren't quite there. So that will require you to just up and walk away. And keeping it real, keeping it honest. I'm sorry about shuffling the paper. I hope y'all can hear me. I just be talking and doing, and it's nothing against y'all. Y'all get mad, just cut me off. Anyway, we all have family members that might not quite be there yet. And we have to know that we know that we know before we make drastic changes to our lives. Because we've all seen how this goes, you know. Let's see who else has dropped the video. But yeah, this is something doable, something achievable you can do right now. And it does not require a lot to do it. So y'all go and finish that video. Y'all want to check out some news? We're 45 minutes in.
Okay. And so that is just a little footage from my old channel. At the end of the day, y'all better wake up. Y'all can get mad, emotional. You know, emotional intelligence is a whole study. And so when the cognitive dissonance kicks in, y'all really be in your feelings and you going into your emotions versus going into researching what it is that you signed up for exactly. And so yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here again because I'm sleepy. Peace and power. I'm out. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to click out.